Hear him. Come on, everyone.
Okay, good evening, is it? Good evening to everyone. How are you? How do you feel, all of you? Great. Okay, first of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Wayne Tan. And then today I was invited by video. Give me a round of applause. To share my story. So I've been sharing for so many times about my story for the past few months, a lot of times. So I told Diamond Marcel, Diamond Marcel, okay, he's changing being soon already. Okay, I said I've been sharing for so many times already, so I had to, how to juggle my mindset and everything, and to keep myself motivated and excited to share exactly the same thing. So I hope all of you, at the end of the day, you can get something and bring back to your home. Hopefully, it can help you in your MBA business. So give all of you a round of applause. Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the CBI Penang for giving me an opportunity to share a little bit about my journey in the MBA business. So give CBI Penang a round of applause. Alright, so I know that a lot of people have, you heard about the MBA business before, right? So like before I joined in the MBA business, I actually heard about MBA a lot of times. So got people telling me, Wayne, have you heard about MBA? I'm telling him my answer lah. I told him, oh yeah, I heard about MBA before. So then he asked me, do you know what is Neutralite? I said, what is Neutralite? I heard about MBA, but I don't know what is Neutralite. So actually, Neutralite is one of the brands under MBA. So you try to imagine the level of my understanding in the MBA business. So a lot of people telling you they heard about MBA before, but not all of them actually they understand what this MBA is all about, right? So today I hope all of you can open your heart. Okay, let's see. In this few years time, what I got in MBA. So I've been working for so hard in the early, when I joined in the MBA business, the beginning 3 years time, I use my part time actually to work very hard in the MBA business, even though I don't have time. Later on, I will tell you my background, and then you know I don't have time at all compared to a lot of people. Working in climbing the corporate ladder. So, for the first 3 years, I worked very hard. I was very focused in the MBA business. Even my own birthday, I never celebrate. So this is what we call we have to sacrifice sometimes in order to achieve a bigger result. So, but after that 3 years, every year, I reward myself. Either I buy a house or I buy a car or both. Every year, without miss. So 100% from MBA money. So give MBA a round of applause. So today I will share with you a little bit about what I got from the MBA business. So my topic is once upon a time. So a lot of people think, oh, like so many years ago. Once upon a time, like 30 years or 40 years ago. Actually, everything happened within 3 years' time. Okay? So, I still remember the first reason I joined the MBA business. Because I just want to, hopefully I can earn few $100 a month so I can gain enough money to get married. Simple my reason to join the MBA business. It's very simple. So, at first, I just thought of earning about $300 to $400 a month. But now accidentally plus 20 at the back. So be careful. You will accidentally exceed the amount that you want to earn. Okay, so the first reason I joined the MBA business because I want to earn $300 to get married. So at that time, I still remember I asked my wife before I joined the MBA business. I said, where you want to go for the honeymoon? And she told me, oh, never mind lah, everywhere also the same. Girl, before get married like this one, everywhere is the same. So I said, oh, true or not? Never mind, I told myself in my heart, true or not? Okay, so So where I brought her to the for our honeymoon, you want to know? Is this island. Oh, okay, let me slide. Okay. We went to Maldives for our honeymoon. And I still remember why I brought her to Maldives at that time. Because one very fine day, when I was sleeping halfway, 4 o'clock in the morning, suddenly I woke up and I went to the toilet. But it's not because of toilet. So I went back to my room. As you know, like Gen Y, you will take out your handphone. If you cannot sleep, you take out your handphone and you look at the Facebook. Then I saw someone uploaded a video. And that video got a pretty girl, okay, and then running around the Maldives island. And I got attracted by the scenery. So on the spot, you know. So I take out my handphone, I purchased the flight ticket, and then I emailed the tour agency, everything settled on that day. So why I can settle on that day? Because I don't need to apply leave. I work for nobody. At that time, I already full-time employee. It's hard to imagine if I'm climbing the academic ladder or corporate ladder, I have to think a lot of things, right? My projects, my deadline, and a lot of things that I need to care about. But because I'm full-time employee, and at that time I achieved a Sapphire Direct, so I don't need to worry about anything. I just book the flight ticket and just go. So this is what we call freedom. So give them a round of applause. Remember, and at the time I was so tired, you know, because even though just 4 hours flight, and 4 hours plus. And then when I reached the airport, and we bought another plane, the seaplane, so I told my wife that I want to sleep along the journey to the island. But when I looked out the window, this is what I saw. Do you think that you want to sleep along the journey? No, because the island is too beautiful. It's funny, this is one of the islands. Okay, maybe I can, next, okay. This is one of the islands. Just try to imagine, if someone never been to Maldives before, and all of a sudden, you receive a photo, you receive this photo. What do you think this photo is all about? And I was a scientist. If I suddenly send this photo to you, you might be thinking this is a bacteria. And this looks like one of the bacteria called amoeba. Correct or not? Because I sent to my downline, and then they asked me, is it bacteria? I spent so much of money and they telling me this is a bacteria. So that's why a lot of people, they must have financial freedom and start to travel around the world already. If not, an island becomes a bacteria. Okay, so next. So this is one of the photos, and this photo is actually taken using our handphone. So a lot of people, they have a very high-tech gadgets, the DSLR and so on and so forth, right? So I think the best thing is, if you have a good camera, of course it's better. But if you have a good place, that's much better. So that's why I fully encourage all of you, if you like to take photo, better to travel around the world and try to take different perspectives. Okay? So when I sent another photo to my downline and they thought this photo is actually cropped inside. Photoshop. Seriously, it looks like Photoshop. But I'm telling you, this is 100%. Okay? We've taken this photo in Maldives. Okay, so next. Okay, this is the private beach. Okay, you see nobody at the back. If you try to imagine, if you go with your loved one and nobody at the beach, what will you do? What will you do? You know what I do? What I did? I took photograph. Don't think nonsense, okay? Okay, next. So this is our villa. This is our villa. So I still remember, okay, you have to choose a very good season when you want to go to Maldives. Because different month, the price, the gap is extremely huge. If you go to this island and stay in this villa in the month of February, do you know how much it is? Almost 30,000 a month. Almost 30,000 a month. Luckily, I'm not going in that month. And luckily, my wife's birthday is not in that month also. Because I gave her a surprise. And we went, okay, I think this, I booked the car, it was the cheapest one. It was the cheapest. Why? Because we went, I'll tell you, so next time you can go during that month. It's in the month of October. So you can go next month already, right? Okay, in the month of October. So, you know how much per night or not? Extremely cheap. If you go in the month of October. Just 5,800 per night. Yeah, for sure. Wait, from almost 30,000 to 5,800, you know.
Wait, what month?
Are you willing to go to stay a night?
They got 2 months.
5,800 per night.
March or April.
Okay, okay, 5,800
That
okay.
time is very expensive.
Okay lah, okay lah. Don't stay for 1 month lah.
What about this one?
I stay for 5 nights only.
They got 2 seasons.
Okay, in the island. 5,800. So next.
First
Okay, this is the
5,000 versus
bathtub.
30,000 expensive.
And then you can actually enjoy your bubble bath and at the same time you get sunset. So if you go with your loved one, what will you do? Again, I took photo. Because it's in the villa, you know, that's why we don't want to dirty the bathroom, so we never use the bathtub. So you see this one, you can at night sleeping at here and then look at the stars. You can enjoy the night scenery. You try to imagine if I'm climbing in a, because I was a PhD student, so if after I graduate as a doctor and I become an academic ladder, become professor, let's say for example, if I'm a doctor, do you think that I have so much of mood to actually enjoy the stars? Actually stars are everywhere. You can actually enjoy stars in Penang Island also. But how many of you when you start in the Penang Bridge, at the Penang Bridge at time, you wind down the window and look at the stars? Oh. So beautiful. You won't. Because a lot of people, they are busy chasing the time, you know. Every day we have to chasing the time to go to the office. Every day we have to chase the time to go back to home and go back to sleep and go for the movie. Right, every day for the rest of our life. So because of Amway, I started Amway at the age of 25. So you don't ask how am I now? At the age of 25. So I become platinum media at the age of 26 and become a founder's president at the age of 27. And from that day onward, I no longer need to work for other people. And 24 hours a day belong to myself. I don't know how do you all feel on you. Because as a Gen Y, to be honest, before I met Amway, if you ask me to work for until 60 years old, to me it's okay. Because I was a very career-minded people. If before I met Amway. After I met Amway, if you ask me to work until 60 years old, you better kill me. It's impossible. Because the world is so beautiful, you know, that I mean so many places that we should go. Okay, so next. So this is our private pool. Each villa got 1 pool. So again, if you go with your loved one, what will you do? Yes, correct, swimming. Don't do any other thing, okay? So there's a, I don't know what it calls, it should be gazebo. I mean, each villa we have 1. Okay? So at the time we went there for almost a week, so we got nothing to do. So to be honest, a little bit bored. Okay? But the best thing is, we can enjoy ourselves fully, 100%. We don't need to worry about money. Why? Because the business is still running. It's still running, so we don't need to worry about money. So we don't need to worry about the time, because we are our own boss. This is the best thing of the Amway business. Okay, so we give Amway a round. So, you see, at the end of the gazebo, actually there's a bed. And at night, you can sleep on that bed and look and enjoy the stars. Okay? And enjoy the stars. So what we do, we actually meditate over there. Okay? Next. I do so long on this one. Next. Okay. This is our villa. Okay? Actually, next year we are going there again. We are going there again. But we might be going with a bunch of people. Okay? This time we went just 2 personally, a little bit bored, to be honest. Okay? So next year we go with a bunch of people. So at night you can actually fine dining on top of the villa and then you can enjoy. I mean, basically just enjoy. I don't need to worry about anything. Okay? Provided if you retire already at the time. Okay? So next. So Actually, we went there just because we want to have a wedding ceremony. We want to have a wedding ceremony. At the time, I gave my wife a surprise. Okay, I never tell her that we are going to Maldives. I just ask her to pack me, and then just pack and follow me, and then we go to Maldives. How do you feel if your another half giving you this kind of surprise? Wow. If my wife gave me this kind of surprise, I tell you, I will marry her. So my wife Brenda, give her a round of applause. She's also a master graduate, master of applied statistics and economics, and she's working in the U.S. embassy now. So for those ARS qualifiers, I mean, you will go to see her anytime. But now she's in the U.S. She's in the U.S. now. She's working for the Obama. Okay, so actually I spent a lot of money. I thought we have a very grand ceremony in Maldives. So end up we just plant the coconut tree. But never mind, it's okay. Okay, so next. So we have the ceremony over there. So next. So we have changing the what we call the rings. Okay, next. And then we have a ceremony over there. Next. Next. Okay. So we hire a photographer to take photo for us. But this photo actually taken using my handphone also. And that photographer actually helping us to take a lot of professional photos. But I think I lost the CD already. But it's okay if we go again. Okay, so next. So at night we have a fine dining in this area. Okay? So my wife is uploading into the Facebook. So Jen, my problem, I always play handphone. Okay, next. So this is our villa. Next. Okay. Actually, I want to send a lot of stuff to all of you to have a look. Actually, it's totally different with the styles that we can see in Malaysia. I don't know how to describe. You better go by yourself. Okay, so next. Happy? This is after I work hard in MA for 3 years time. Part-time. Okay, not full-time. So, a lot of people telling me, hey Wayne, you are so lucky because you are in the MA business and then you are becoming a diamond at the age of don't want to mention, and then you can start to enjoy for the rest of your life. But have you looked at my journey? A lot of people look at my results, but then they never look at my journey. I tell you, especially for the young people, if you really want to become a successful, please don't talk about interest. Please, seriously. I saw a lot of youngsters that keep telling me, I'm not interested. Sometimes, if close friend, I will ask him back, who do you think you are? A lot of big business owners. The first person that I met in the MA business, she is the GM in the Hong Kong Bank. GM. And then I met another one, RHB Bank GM, also doing the MA business. Now both of them are Emerald Direct in the MA business. And they are still doing the MA business. So when the first time I saw them, I asked myself, who am I? I'm just a PhD student, I'm nothing. Seriously. So nowadays, a lot of youngsters facing this problem. They talk about interest, but they don't know how to make money. They talk very loud. You try to look at that, especially guys. So please, because nowadays, girls are making more money than guys. So please, in order for us to chase out, please don't talk about interest. Because nowadays, most of the girls, they talk about values. Values. So, I mean, please, don't talk about interest anymore. If you are 8 years old, okay, you can talk about interest. If you are above 18 years old, please, don't talk about interest anymore. Okay? Talk about value. What are the things that MBA can give you? Then, you consider whether you want to do MBA. This is the thing that you need to consider. So today, after you listen to my sharing, whether you want to do MBA or not is totally, absolutely up to you. But I hope that you open your heart to try to look at it. Are the things that I mentioned later on, that's what you want in your life. Because I saw for the past 6 years in the MBA business, I saw a lot of people, especially because I'm building in KL. A lot of youngsters nowadays, they want fast money. what is fast money? I asked them that, what is fast money? Did you know, for the past 6 years, those people telling me that they want to earn fast money, until now, they not even can afford a single house. So what is the problem? The problem is they never think of earning big money. They just want fast money. If you want to earn big money, you have to join in a system that can be sustainable. Okay? Because something that is sustainable that can help you earn big money. I saw a lot of youngsters, they keep jumping here to there, there to here, here to there, there to here, there to there. At the end of the day, end up nothing. So there's what we call smart people do all things good, but wise people do one thing right. So that's why I choose Henry. So give Henry a round of applause. Okay. Next. Okay, this is my family photo. So a lot of people say, oh wait, you are so lucky because you got a lot of family members. Or you have a lot of prospects. But I tell you, another problem is because of a lot of people, that's why a lot of people rejecting me. So you try to imagine, I was a PhD student at the time. Okay, and one of the youngest in Malaysia at the time, at the age of 24 years old, I'm pursuing PhD already. I no need to undergo master. I straight away jump to PhD. So I got the scholarship from the government. I don't need to worry about anything. I just focus in my studies, and every month I get paid. Sure or not? No need to worry about anything. And then when I went back home, I told my family, I'm doing the MBA business. Who will be the first one to object me? My parents? No. My parents are very chin-tai one. Whatever you want to do, it's okay. It's okay. Did you know why or not? Because since the day when I was a kid until when I was an adult, I never let my parents down. Whatever decision that I make, I never make them down. So just like in Amway, when I told them I want to do the Amway business, they just told me go ahead. But they never support and they never object. So neutral. Very smart on neutral. Okay? The one who object me the most are my elder sister. Because my elder sister actually, since I was a kid, Form 3 at the time, and she's the one keep telling me that I must study hard, and then I get a good grade, and I climb the academic ladder. Hopefully one day I can change the fate of my own family. Because I came from a very poor family. My dad is a tractor driver. And I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. Imagine, when I was young, the kind of lifestyle that I've been through. And luckily, I came from poor family. Luckily. That's why from when I was young until now, I never think about depending on anyone. Everything. So when I was studying Form 6 at that time, since Form 6, I never used my parents a single cent. I think PhD all scholarship. So that's why I think this kind of mindset is very important, because nowadays a lot of youngsters, even though they come out to work, they're still depending on their parents. I think this is actually a very wrong mindset. It's very hard for us to grow up. Okay? So next. So I was just like you, thinking education is the only way. Of course, education is very important, to be honest. I encourage everyone to study as high as you want. But don't depend on that certificate to give you a great life. Please. Okay? Because you see, just now, really, you're already telling us that Shell going to fire how many people? 1,300 people, is it? 1,300 people. And getting more and more coming from other companies. Okay? So next. So, I study very hard next. And I work so hard. I tell all of you that actually I'm doing a research about global warming. And I went to Antarctica to do my global warming research. So why I'm telling you that I don't have time? Because when I went to Antarctica that time, I have to be there for 2 months at least. How am I going to do the Amway business? 2 months, in Antarctica. There is no Amway in Antarctica. Only penguin. And penguin never take supplements. But I never give my son an excuse. Did you know I achieved my 12% when I was in Antarctica? So if I look at it, So I still remember in the year of 2009 at the time. So when I came back to Malaysia, I still remember when I came back to the meeting in 2009 April, I decided to do MBA business. April 2009. And then May 2009, I achieved 18%. And July 2009, in that year, I achieved my 21%. And then every year I changed speed without fail. I don't have time. To be honest, every one of us, we have 24 hours a day. Why you don't have time? I have time. Have you think about it? It's all about time management. If you don't know how to manage your time, no matter you study degree or PhD or master, you don't have time also. Because you don't know how to manage time. How come the general manager of the IHB Bank, they can still do the MBA business? It's try to imagine that. Why as a degree student or master student or PhD student, we don't have time? This is ridiculous. Okay? So, that's... So, I also trying to make our country proud. So, at that time, I want to make the country proud. That's why I'm holding the flag and I feel so proud to take the photo. So, look at the photo. No problem at all, right? No problem. I've been showing this photo for the past 3 years in all the places. And people telling me that my flag is actually Terbalik. But after this year National Day, someone already proved that this is the correct way. If you know what is happening, man. Okay? So once upon a time, I was like you, just thinking about having fun. Everyone wants to have fun, to be honest. Everyone. So a lot of people telling me, Wayne, you don't want to celebrate your birthday and you just want to focus in the MBA business. Don't you think it's such a waste? And I asked them back, how do you normally celebrate your birthday? They said, 10K, clubbing. Okay. What about next year? 10K, clubbing. Okay, what about 2 years later? 10K, clubbing. Then you know what I told them? So never mind. Every year you just upload the same photo. You don't need to take photo anymore. You just upload last year's photo. Because every year you are doing the same thing. So every year, now after we achieve a certain level in the MBA business, every year we celebrate our birthday, okay, rewarding ourselves, and at the same time, we go to other countries. Like 2 years ago, because last year I didn't go. Last year I qualified, but I didn't go. So 2 years ago, how we celebrate our Christmas? We went to Hokkaido and ski. How do normally Gen 1 spend their Christmas? For typical Gen 1, they go to clubbing. Okay, drink, then the next day they wake up, oh, what's happening? Okay? So you try to imagine every year they reward yourself and go to different kind of places to celebrate any occasions. Okay? So you see, a lot of friends, right? All these are my secondary school friends. Okay? In Cantonese we call Chi Fen Yao Yao. Okay? So you see, when I started the MBA that time, I find all of them and I'm telling them MBA business plan. You imagine how many of them doing the MBA business? How many of them? No, none of them. Wow. My presentation still so worse. What do you mean? How many of them? Hey, I was a debater in my school, you know. Oh. So last time, N years ago. Okay, how many of them? After I use my powerful mobility. 4, 3, all of them. Okay, you are right. All of them, they never do that. No lah, one of them. And that one, she's the one doing the MBA business because she has no choice. She's my wife. So you see, a lot of people giving up when someone rejecting them. I'm telling you, not just in MBA. Whatever you do, also got people reject you. So please, don't just think about MBA. Whatever you do, sure got people reject you. Whatever you are long hair or short hair, you still got people saying you are ugly. So you want short hair or long hair. So please don't listen to other people. Listen to your heart. So it's okay if my friends are not doing anyway. It's okay. Why? Because I'm still a diamond direct. Right. Okay. Once upon a time, I was like you thinking that we should work until 60 years old. You see, my F4 head at the time. So I worked very, very hard doing my PhD at the time. Because this is a habit. Actually, before I joined MBA at the time, I'm a very hardworking person. A lot of people asking me, Wayne, you so hardworking in the MBA business. No, before I joined MBA, I'm already hardworking. This is a habit. Okay, so next. So once upon a time, I was like you cheated with meeting. How many of you here? I'm not asking the prospect because prospect will never raise the hand. How many of you will cheat your friend come tonight?
Okay,
None of you. So give yourself a round of applause. You know, the first meeting that I went at the time, actually I was cheated by my friend. And my upline, he's my classmate. He's my classmate. We same course at the time. So that time I joined MBA already. But I don't know why he still want to cheat me. So we look at my appearance. You know I'm a very playful guy. So one day he asked me, hey Wayne, you want to eat satay or not? Satay. Satay. Of course I want. Okay? In KL, the first place that you think about when I talk about satay, what is that place? Kajang. Correct or not? From University layer to Kajang is barely about 30 minutes. Maximum 45 minutes. Maximum.
Popular in something.
Okay, so I told my upline, okay, satay, I like it. So all of us, we got into the car. And then I sat in the car for more than 2 hours. And then we reach a place, and the place is a shop lot without a single human there. The shop lot, totally no people. Okay? And then all of them suddenly got down from the car and they tried to imagine because he invited me to eat satay. Normally when you eat satay, how do you dress up? Singlet and shorts. Satay man. So try or not. So when I got down from the car, all of them, they went to the car booth and take their coat and formal shirt. They wear on like a tuxedo, you know. I was so surprised. We are just going for satay only. How come we to wear like, how come we put on the tuxedo and so on? You know, with the tie, I mean. So I asked my upline, I don't have coat and everything. And then he took out another long pen for me to change at the roadside. All of us, we changed the coat, the pen, everything at the roadside. But it's okay. So when I went up to just like today, to the center, I think it's house meeting because got barely 10 people only. Not so many people, 10 people only, you know. I dare not to move, you know, because 10 people only. Today got a lot of people, you can move a bit, no one will notice you, you know. But that time 10 people only. So you try to imagine. I think it was a bonus night at the time. So I don't know what is happening. But I roughly know there's an MBA meeting already. But I don't know what kind of meeting. Then I saw my upline suddenly went up to the stage and get his pin. If I'm not mistaken, at the time my upline is 6%. And then my up the line is 12%. I don't know what is happening. I just thinking about eating satay. I was thinking how could this satay have to get pin? But at the time, I roughly know it's an MBA business already. So you look at my upline, look at, this is the face you look at me at the time. You scared or not? But luckily he brought me into the business. Luckily he brought me into the business. If not because of him, I don't have everything today. So give yourself a round of applause. Seriously, if that time I rejected him not to do the MBA business, today it's impossible for me to buy all the houses and cars. It's impossible. If I graduate as a PhD student, okay, the fresh grad income is roughly about 6,000 or 7,000. 6,000 to 7,000. Did you know in KL, I think in Penang also, if you want to purchase a condo and you want to purchase a car, 7,000 is absolutely not enough. 7,000. Okay, I ask you a question. In Penang, if you want to purchase a condo, how much? 1,500 square feet. I don't talk about 2,000 square feet or 3,000 square feet. 1,500 square feet condominium. How much in Penang?
My house there it is 700.
If you give me answer, I roughly know you got experience of condominium, not flat. Condominium. How much? 1.2 million. Okay, let's say for example 1 million. Okay? 1 million. Did you know if you're buying a house 1 million, you know how much is the money installment?
Oh, my one is not gonna. My one is not.
It's around 4,000 plus. 4,000 plus just for installment alone. How many young graduates, or even if you work for 5 years, how many of them can actually afford to buy that kind of condo? Not many. Not many. In KL also over 1 million. I just bought one only 1,000 square feet. 1 million. 1,000 square feet, not in KL, no. At Bukit Jalil only, you know. 1,000 square feet, 1 million. But it's okay. I make money. Okay? Okay, next. Okay, a lot of people, when they get cheated to the meeting, a lot of people, they choose. How do you feel if your upline cheated you to the meeting? How do you feel if you get cheated? No feel. Oh, very good. If KL people are telling you, they kill you long time already. Okay? But luckily, I never get mad at the time. You know why or not? Because after meeting, my upline brought me to eat something. So a lot of people actually they will get mad. But what I chose, you know, next. I choose to continue to learn. I choose to continue to learn. Because I saw a lot of people from different backgrounds, they are still doing the MBA business. So, regardless whether I want to do the MBA business or not, but I feel curious. How come these people, they have money, they have status, why they are still doing the MBA business? So I'm curious. That's why I continue to learn. So a lot of youngsters, what they choose? Today they went back home, nothing, forget everything. So tomorrow continue to work for the rest of their life. Right now. So I give myself, because you see, when we work for other people, we got 3 months of probation period, correct? So why not give yourself 3 months to actually learn the MBA business? After 3 months, you want to do or not, you decide on your own. Correct? So I choose to continue to learn. Why I continue to learn? Because I believe in this guy. Next. Richard Branson. Do you know who is Richard Branson? He's one of the billionaires, a very famous billionaire. So he says, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you are not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. So this is a very important sentence. A lot of successful people, they are good learners. A lot of people that are not so successful, they are very weak in learning. You don't need to believe me. You don't need to believe me. Just look at people around you. Seriously, a lot of successful people, they are very good learners. Seriously, you just look at the people around you. Those people, they are very successful, they are very good learners. They will learn whatever it takes. Whether it's good or not, never mind. They will open their heart and learn first. But whether they want to do it or not, never mind. They will judge it later on. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of youngsters, they miss out a lot of opportunities. Because interest, man. I talk about interest. I interest. Oh my God, you don't have money for interest. Correct or not? So only people that can give good life to the family, they have the right to talk about interest. If you still cannot give a good life to your family, so please don't talk about interest. Because you are still depending on your family. Okay? So next. So I keep learning until I found my why angle. So just now I told all of you, the first reason I joined the MBA business, because I want to earn a few $100 to get married, right? So I told all of you that I gone through the wedding ceremony at Maldives, right? And I took a photo at Maldives, right? But actually I'm telling you, my wedding photo actually be taken at another place also. Next. and Bali. So at that time, I still remember before we get married, I asked my wife, "Oh, where you want to take a wedding photo?" And she told me, "Anywhere also can lah. Don't so expensive, save money." Okay. But after I got supplied direct in the MA business, she said, "I want to choose the top 30 Asian photographers." So fast, a woman change, you know. So she chose the top 30 photographer in Asia. And it's okay. And finally, I found out why that guy became a top 30 photographer. Because all the photos cannot see our face. Yes. But it's okay. Because he is a top 30 photographer, so to him, the scenery is more important. Okay, we spend quite a lot of money also. But it's okay, once in a lifetime. Right. So, don't worry, got one can see my face. Nice. Yes, this is the one. Every time when I look at this photo, I feel so excited because why? Not because of the wedding. Because every time I look at this photo, I imagine I'm working at the base of EDC. So I keep telling myself, one day I will become diamond, one day I will become diamond, one day I will become diamond, and now I'm a diamond. Okay, I choose to live differently. I don't want to spend the rest of my life wake up, start in the traffic jam, go to the office, work, and then start in the traffic jam, and then go back to home, watch TV, sleep, and then wake up, start in the traffic jam, go to office, and then start in the traffic jam, and then go back home and watch TV and sleep, and then continue for the rest of my life. I don't know. There's no right or wrong. It's all about choice. Because I'm sure that I have only one life. I have only one life. How many of you have more than one life? If you have more than one life, don't worry, I will prove that you are wrong. Later on, you stand at the road in the middle of the road. I will prove to you that you have only one life. So we have only one life, my friends. Only one life. Why not choose to live differently? Right? So, next. I choose to have a bunch of lifetime friends. To be honest, I have two types of friends. One type of friend is very happening. You call them to actually do clubbing, you call them to jump child, you call them to this and that, they will forever on. Then you ask them to do MA. Sorry boss. This is the first type of friend. There's no right or wrong. And second type of friend. You ask them to clubbing, you ask them to jump child, you ask them to movie, they also on. Then you ask them to travel around the world, you ask them to buy property, you ask them to buy nice car, you ask them to give good life to the family together, they also on. So I choose the second type of friend. And this second type of friend, because of them, I start to change my life. Seriously. You try to imagine, friends. Because I keep telling my team people, sometimes I'm telling my prospects, today I don't need to ask you how much you earn per month. But I can guess. How I guess your income is very simple. You just tell me your 5 good friends that you always hang around. 5 good friends that you always hang around. Then the total up all their income and you by 5 is roughly your income. And this is a true story. But of course, not 100% kena lah. 99% only. Seriously. You see, I was a PhD student. I hang around with who? All the PhD students, right? So our income, is it almost the same? Almost the same. So if I always tell my friend, if you are earning 4,000-5,000 a month and you want to learn how to earn 30,000 a month, is it you have to mix around with those people earning 30,000 a month? Then you know what they are doing, you know what they are thinking. Totally different thinking, you know. Okay? That's why they earn so much. Okay? So I choose to have a lifetime friends next. So all of them are my downlines. Okay, this is an old photo. I haven't uploaded the new one. Okay, the new one already not enough space already. Okay, next. And all the leaders, next. And then over there, my leaders. All the people here, they are actually 6 figures income and above. Okay, we have the one-time in seller. Sell one-time, now 6 figure income, Okay, if you sell one also 6 figure income. Okay, we have a lot of all different backgrounds, but all of them are we can become successful in their medicine, and all of them are Gen Y. Okay, if you have a dream, I will give you a platform to fulfill, but you have to work hard. Okay, next. I choose freedom next. So we went to skydiving, we went to here and there. Okay, I worked very hard for the first 3 years, and for the next 3 years, I start to enjoy with my friends, the MBA friends, and my family. Okay, we look next. Okay, next. So for the past 3 years, we went to a lot of places, about 13 or 14 countries, and still haven't updated. Because this slide, actually I put all these countries in the year of 2014, last year. Okay, next year we'll be traveling to more than 10 countries. Next year, 2016. 100% from Amway. So we must give Amway a round of applause. So I choose to have more time for my parents. So a lot of youngsters nowadays, they just take care about themselves. Seriously, I saw a lot of youngsters nowadays, they want to have a good car, they buy an Audi, they buy a Mercedes, they buy a BMW, they buy a lot of nice car for themselves. Right? How many of the youngsters they are willing to buy car for their parents first? Not all of them. I will never, how to say, envy if I saw a youngster driving a nice car. Never. Because this is what we call short syndrome. Because the parents still start driving an old car. Or that car might be the down payments for the parents. Seriously, a lot of youngsters nowadays. I saw a guy driving an Audi. You know how much his income or not every month? 4,000 only. 4,000 not enough for me to pay petrol, 4,000 only. So the another reason I do the MA business is actually not because of just money. Money is not everything. Money can only solve 80% of our problem only. But we have to think of our parents also. A lot of youngsters, to be honest, they never think about their parents. So I came from a very poor family, right? I told all of you, I came from a very poor family. I still remember when I was a university student at the time, I was driving over 30 years old of the car. Over 30 years that car, Over 30 years. I'm driving in the university and some people laugh at me. And I never get disappointed. Why? Because I know that's the best thing from my parents. So give my parents a round of applause. So when I become supplier at that time, so I know my parents, I came from a very, very poor family. So my dad never got a chance to drive a new car. So I told myself, okay, never mind. I want to give him a surprise. So I planned very well how to give him a surprise. So this is what I planned. Okay? I planned to bring him to the showroom. Okay? And then ask him to look at the car. So I will ask my dad, hey, do you like the car? If my dad say yes, I will take out the car key and ask him to drive away. This is what I planned. Okay? In reality, I brought my dad to the showroom. And then when I walked into the showroom, I couldn't see the car. I immediately ran to the sales agent and I asked him, where's the car? And then he told me, sold out already. Even the showroom car. Then I said, where's my car? With the car plate number already. Because I bought the car already. Then he said, outside. No choice already. So I brought my parents to look at their car. So before we even reached the car, my mom saw the car plate number. And then my mom looked at me. Then I took out the car key and then I told my mom and my dad, I said, This is for your Mother's Day and Father's Day present. Just right away. Okay? The present. This is absolutely a normal car, Vios. Absolutely a normal car, right? You see, the problem is, even though this is just a normal car, but a lot of youngsters, they are not willing to buy for their parents. I told my dad, if I achieve double diamond, I will buy Audi TT for you to drive. Okay? If I achieve crown of Mercedes, maybe GTR for my dad. But hopefully my dad, the heart is still okay. It's okay if you become a crown of Mercedes, 400,000 a month. 400,000 a month is okay. It's okay. Okay. So that time, at first I want to buy a car for myself. So that time I don't want to buy, I just buy a normal car at the time. I buy the car for my dad first. Because to me, parents are more important. So I bought a Civic for myself to temporarily drive the car. But that's my lucky car, you know. I'm driving that Civic helped me to change 5 pins from platinum to diamond. Or to give Civic a lot of applause. So this year I bought another toy lah. So next. Okay, this is my toy.
Oh, okay.
So all of them are Gem, right? Okay, and all of them they have properties. They're not just have cars. Okay, this is the best thing. A lot of youngsters they have cars that don't have house. So I will never envy about that. It's easy to get car loan, but it's not easy to get housing loan. Okay, so next. So this is another reward for myself when I achieve Emerald Direct. Okay, I bought a simple house for myself. Okay, this is actually at the Damansara in KL. This is for my birthday. In last year birthday present. Okay, just a normal house lah. Okay, next. It's very normal. Only got 4 stories. And this pool villa is actually located at the Damansara, nearby the hill on top, and it's not on top, it's somewhere on top of the hill. Okay, so a lot of people, this will be completed in 2018. So if you want to visit me, also can. I will do a house for me. So I'm thinking whether I want to follow myself or not to do a lift. If not, if without lift, I tell you every day is just like a marathon. Okay, so everything, 100% from every money. So give every another round of applause. Because it's somewhere on top of the hill at the Damansara area. And there's a balcony over here. It's not expensive, actually, it's not expensive. Okay? There's a balcony over here. You try to imagine. Because we already partially retired. And we don't need to work for other people. We don't need to punch card. Every day we sleep until not so late, until 11 only. Like, okay, still morning, right? 11 still AM. Oh, because I sleep very late. That's why I wake up at 11 o'clock. So you try to imagine every morning we wake up, we walk to the balcony. We walk to the balcony and then we look at the scenery and then we enjoy our American breakfast. And then, whoo, freedom. And then we look at down there, wow, traffic jam. So this is what MA can give all of us. Sometimes it's not because of money. If you want to make money, to be honest, there are a lot of opportunity outside. But if you want to make peace of mind, to be honest, MA is the best choice. I no need to look at the computer. I no need to look at the computer. So a lot of people, they are playing share, they are playing investment. They keep looking at the computer. Where they want to buy, when they want to sell. Then they earn few thousand or maybe few 5 figures a month they want to post at Facebook already. I'm telling you, I'm doing the MA business for the past 3 months. I never look at the computer. Even my own login number at MA.my, my login number, the password, I forgot already. Seriously, I forgot already. My wife still remember, myself forgot already. Because I don't need to look at the computer. So this is the best thing about the MA business. We just work hard for 3 years part-time, just 3 years time. Okay? So, and this year I also got reward myself for the birthday present also. Okay, thanks. Okay, this is another property that I just bought. I just got this property 2 days ago. Okay, the pavilion. Okay, so when I went to the showroom at the time, I still remember. I bought together with another diamond, also Gemini diamond. And did you know, at that time, both of us are the youngest buyer over there. Are the youngest buyer. 95 to 98% from my view lah. I mean, I look all of them are retired. That's why they have a lot of cash. That's why they have a lot of cash. But in every, you don't need to worry. Just work hard for 3 years, become a diamond, then you also have cash. Okay? This is also this year my birthday present. So why not look at the MBA business? I'm telling all of you seriously. Because if you do MBA business, it's totally not related to me. We are totally different groups here. But we are from the same family. It's okay, this is our culture. Helping everyone, we share everything out. Regardless whether you are my group or not, it's okay. Because MBA is a very good culture. We keep telling you all the good things. To be honest, what is the bad thing in MBA? What is the bad thing? You know what is the bad thing in MBA? There's only one bad thing in MBA. It's too good to be true. It's too good to be honest. Not everyone will believe it because it is too good. This is the problem. Okay? So next. I choose to be recognized. So I got a chance to actually giving speech from different places. Okay, this is one of the places that the Golden of Palace sponsors. So next. So I got to speak in front of next. This amount of people. I think it's more than 3,000 people. So the good thing about the MBA business is after you achieve Diamond Direct, actually before you achieve Diamond Direct, you also got income already. So now after I achieve Diamond Direct, every time when I share for 40 minutes, MBA will give me 1,400. This week alone, I share 2 times, that means 160 minutes. MBA giving me 2,800. 80 minutes only. Oh, but don't worry, today I'm sharing for free. So, friends, you see, at first I joined the MBA business because I just want to earn few $100, correct? Just few $100 only. But after that 3 years, every year I got the things, the materials or the time freedom, everything is an extra. I just want to get a pot of flower, but accidentally MBA giving me a forest. This is the best thing about the MBA business. Seriously, I'm in the business for 6 years already. 6 years. Part-time for 3 years, full-time for 3 years. People around me, they are very highly educated. Just like in my organization, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have manager, we have senior manager, we have CME, associate director, and we have a lot of professionals. Why all of them look at the MBA business? They have a sufficient amount of money. Not saying rich, They have enough of money, but they don't have time. I have another downline. He's a doctor. Okay, he's a doctor, and he's opening a lot of clinics. Okay, husband and wife doing the MBA business. And husband and wife both are doctors. Okay, and one of them now full-time in the MBA business. You know how much her income was? Before she joined the MBA business, you know how much she income? 40,000 a month. 40,000 a month. And now she's full-time in MBA. Next month, her whole family traveled to Turkey. The whole family traveled to Turkey. And she stayed back in KL just to do the MBA business. So give her a round. "30 years old, earning 40,000. And now full-time in MBA. Who am I? I'm just a diamond. Right? Before, when I started that time, I'm just a PhD student. I'm nothing. PhD is nothing. Okay? Don't be proud if we are a PhD or master or PhD student. Don't be proud. Because when they use a stone and they go outside and they kernel one of them, they use to do nothing. degree students are everywhere, everywhere. So don't be too proud of it, please. Okay? So the last thing I want to share. Next. Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay, this is the last thing I want to share. Okay, what is this car? Can't you? Are you sure? Yes, 100%. Okay, what car is this? Lamborghini. What model is this? Oh, I'm a starter, you also know. Okay, Lamborghini. If I'm, let's say, you try to just imagine, you don't think whether it's logic or not. Okay? If I'm giving you for free, which one you want? You can only choose one. Don't tell me you want Ganji one. That means you are something wrong already. Okay? Common sense, which car do you want? Lamborghini. Okay? Okay, I ask you another question. There was a time, Formula One, there's always that guy always get the champion one. What's his name? For the Ferrari team. Michael Schumacher. He's number one, right? Let's say today Michael Schumacher is driving this car. And you are driving a country. If both of you race at the track, without traffic light, just a straight line, who do you think will win? Who do you think? Michael Schumacher. Correct or not? Okay. What if Michael Schumacher driving a country? Okay? And you are driving a Lamborghini. You assume yourself you know how to drive a Lamborghini. And again, both of you race at the same track. Without traffic light, just a straight line. Who do you think will win? You. Hey, you have to say yourself, you know. Not Lamborghini, you know. You will win. Correct or not? Okay, I ask you guys. Why you will win? Hey, he's a world champion, you know. Formula One. Why you? Why? The answer is simple. Because you are sitting in the right vehicle. Correct or not? No matter he's a world champion or universe champion or whatsoever, he is sitting in the wrong vehicle. So friends, what I want to tell all of you, what is Amway to me? My goal at the very beginning is very simple. I just want to earn a few $100. But now my goal is what? I want to retire young, I want to retire rich. Just that simple. I know if I'm giving two opportunities, why I want to choose Amway? Because I can achieve my goal at the shortest time possible. If you ask me to climb the corporate ladder, to retire young and rich, do you think this is possible? I don't know. But one thing for sure, is actually slower than Amway business. Just that simple. So what is Amway to me? Amway is a vehicle for me to achieve my dream at the shortest time possible. Just that simple. So please, it's not about interest. It's not about whatsoever. It's about how much time you need to achieve your dream. If you can achieve your dream in 3 to 5 years' time, why you want to wait for 30 to 50 years? What are you waiting for? You ask yourself, what are you waiting for? Tomorrow is what day? Tomorrow is Thursday. Okay, tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow, Thursday, 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. What are we doing? Most of the people in the office, right? So if you are given the chance, the choice to choose where you want to be. Shopping in Paris, eating in something in Hong Kong, drinking coffee in Vietnam, skiing in Japan. Right? If you are given a choice. So friends, the saddest thing in life is actually when a human don't have a choice. This is what I think. You see a lot of people, in KL, a lot of people, they don't have a choice. The boss want them to start work at 8 o'clock. They cannot come to office at 11 o'clock. They can come, but 1 week later they will get fired. Right? They don't have a choice. But in Amway, you have a choice. When you become successful, you can retire. So if you want to continue to do Amway, just continue. If you don't want to do, it's up to you. This is the value of the Amway business. Okay? So, last. Next. So this is one of my dreams. last year, I told my team and I told my wife, I said I want to go to Norway and look at the Northern Light. Last 2 years. I want to Norway, Finland. I want to enjoy. I want to look at the Northern Light. I want to go there for 1 month. I don't want to do anything. Just go there for 1 month. So luckily, last year, Amway announced that diamond trip will be Scandinavian. We will be going to Norway. So I can go there for free again. So this is so that's why seriously when you achieve a diamond, every night when you sleep you also will smile. Because every day you get a surprise. This year we're going to Las Vegas, right? We will be as a diamond, we will be sitting we will be traveling with business class. Okay? With wife and children. Okay? And then this year I told Amway, I don't want to sit at the business class. I want economy class only. Then Amway giving me back over around 25,000. I just moved my ass in it. 25,000. And the 25,000 if you divide by 12 months is actually equivalent to a degree student basic salary. Imagine just move your ass. I guess I'm getting more excited with it. So, if after you listen all these things, if you still don't want to do Amway, I salute you. Seriously, I salute you. Okay? Either your family is freaking rich and your dad already retired, that's why you don't need to care. Either this point only. Okay? If your parents are still need to work just to pay you money, so please think about Amway. Don't talk about interest. I saw a lot of youngsters talk about interest, end up with nothing. Okay? So, next year is our 40 years anniversary. We will be going to Mediterranean cruise. So I hope to see you all at Mediterranean cruise. Okay? So see you all at the Diamond Club soon. Thank you.